Strategy is the engine for design. Without it, design is just throwing things at a wall and hoping that it sticks.
Would you like to start?
I'll start. Teman Evans. I am the Global Chief Design Officer at General Mills.
He's the oldest by 4 minutes. But I am Teran Evans. I am currently the Vice President of Brand Strategy and Affinity Partnerships for BECU. Also, like Teman, I was a student here at Harvard. I have also, along with Teman, taught for the past 14 years a seminar rooted in brand strategy.
The title of the course is Paper or Plastic: Reinventing Shelf Life in the Supermarket Landscape. At its premise, it has our students, which come from around the university, come in and tell them the moment you cross the threshold, you are a brand strategist.
For us, we challenge them to look at problems that really sit in the palm of their hands. What I love about supermarkets is that they're these spaces that we all think we know, and yet there's so much going on under the surface.
It is a battleground where brands can be on shelf one day and gone the next. And this year's theme is around brands that have been divested. Just because a brand is delisted doesn't mean it's done. Someone else has purchased it because they see potential for it to perform.
When you talk about Popsicle, people immediately think about flavored ice on a stick. Can we reshape what people think about this brand into something completely new?
Our team decided to go with Kleenex because it is synonymous with that category.
Our team is working on Yoplait. It's a well-loved household name.
Something like Clean and Clear, what we found in our research is that there was a really interesting white space of who exactly is not being targeted to in terms of skincare advertising.
Design thinking is a three-legged stool. The first part of that is empathy. It's so important before you design and think about anything to understand the challenges of that consumer.
Who are you designing for? Exactly. What are the pain points? What are the challenges? What are their ambitions?
It goes from ethnographic research to understanding macroeconomics.
We found that actually in today's time, there are a lot of people from all different walks of life, but all of them are stressing, dealing with multiple things at once, but looking for that moment of relief.
I think we all just need a little treat. So our product, it's going to be freeze-dried yogurt bites, and it's the perfect on-the-go snack.
Teen boys are a segment that is growing. So now we had to kind of get into the mindset of these teen boys. We just wanted to create a product that was simple enough, that was super easy to integrate. You didn't have to think twice about an extra step to this already busy routine.
And so if that first phase is really around empathy, that second phase is strategy. So the students spend the majority of the time in the course in this strategy conversation. You can feel them sort of pushing
reluctantly
back,
at
let us
first.
design.
I think they ultimately understand why we push for them to have very clearly articulated and defined strategies, because it guides all of the design work that's going to happen afterwards.
We always try to base all of our work on data, but our professors keep telling us that at the heart of all of this, a consumer is going to buy what they feel aligned to. It's about the emotional story of kind of feeling connected to a product.
The final piece of that problem solving is the prototyping phase. You're finally in design. It's not
where
just,
I think the students have the most facility too.
But they don't just design it and leave. You have to sort of prototype, launch, and then pull it back and see what's working with it. So it's highly iterative. Each week, the students, when they present their work, those slides, they're being choiceful about as much what we see versus what we don't see. It's an intentional process of editing. Those are visual arguments.
As designers, when you're convincing someone of the merit of an idea, you're not going to have hours to do that. You might have seconds.
It is part of our education to tell a story, have a logic behind it, and be able to pitch and sell it.
The logo is chef's kiss. I love it.
A lot of times we miss something, and when we get that feedback, we say, okay, that's a great idea, we'll explore it further.
Teman and Teran are just so insightful. The critiques that they give are very effective, and it actually prepares us to go out there and pitch it to the world.
I love these final reviews because it really showcases all the really good and exciting work, because everyone has just been consistently bringing their A game to the table.
You're actually not competing against other yogurt.
We are going to bring in voices that you don't get to interact with every day.
Industry experts.
Floor's yours, Team Popsicle. Go right ahead.
We don't want this to be something where there's hand-holding. We really want them to interrogate the work
The piece that I actually would push on more is the packaging.
It's exciting to see what we've been doing for months come to fruition.
We want you to arm yourselves to go out and do incredible things in the world, no matter what they are.
That's what it's all about at the end of the day, is giving these students, equipping them with the skills to go on and do incredible, powerful things in industries where you wouldn't expect designers to show up.
I think it's the course perhaps that we always wanted to take as students when we were here, but it didn't exist. So it's like, be the change, I guess, as they say. So we made the thing that we wish we'd always had access to ourselves.
Yes.
Bye guys, thank you. Bye.